Hi everyone, my name is Aisha Saeed and I am the author of Amal and Bound, and today I'm here to answer your questions for my fifth video blog, my second to last video blog for the Global Read Aloud, and I'm here to answer some of your questions. So, and without further ado, I'm just going to dive right in. My first question comes from Miss Martin's sixth grade class in Columbiana, Ohio, and numerous students in Miss Martin's class asked, how long did it take me to write Amal and Bound? It took me 7 years from start to finish. Some books take longer, some books take shorter, but I always try to write the best book that I can and to take the time that I need to rewrite and to get it just right, because I think that's important. And so for me, for Amal and Bound, it took about 7 years for me to feel like I was ready for this book to be published. Miss Gleason's fifth grade class in Carlisle, Massachusetts asked if I know anybody that was forced to become a servant like Amal was in the book. Thankfully, I personally did not know anybody who was forced to be a servant like Amal is in Amal and Bound. But in the course of writing the book, I had to do a lot of research and read articles and read books, and so I came across many people who lived lives like Amal does, who actually had harder lives than Amal does. And so, excuse me. And so, yes, I know of people like that. I personally did not know. If you want to read more about somebody who was an indentured servant in Pakistan, a nonfiction book that I would recommend is Iqbal, Iqbal. It's available at most public libraries. Sasha in Miss Routliff Turner's class at Byron Northview Public School asked why I chose to write Amal and Bound in the first person. So in Amal and Bound, you'll see that we're reading about Amal, but the way that Amal's story is told is through I. I went to the store. I saw my sister. I felt. I. It's told in the first person, meaning that you, the reader, are dumped directly into her point of view. You're right there with her. And personally, it's just a personal preference. Other ways to tell stories are great. It just depends on what that story needs. And for me, I really wanted the reader to be able to just dive right into Amal's feelings directly. And so, yes, I did choose to write in the first person because that was the way that the story felt like it was going to come across the most powerfully for readers, for me, with this particular story. So some books I've written are in second person point of view or third person point of view, but Amal, definitely, it felt important to me that it be in the first person point of view. Miss Rubado's class in Pequot Lakes Middle School asked, why doesn't Amal try to escape? That's a good question. And I think in the beginning of the book, as you read, you'll see that Amal does think about, what if I just don't go to Jawad's house? What if I just leave? But the problem then and the problem now is, where does Amal go? This is the only home she's ever known. This is the only place. She doesn't have enough money to just go start all over again. And also, Jawad, he knows where she lives. So if she ran back to her parents, he'd find her. And if she doesn't go back to her parents, what might he do to her family? I don't know, but I don't think it would be good. And so I think Amal knows all that, and so she chooses to stay for that reason. But I think escaping is something that Amal thinks about all the time. Denise Estep's class at Hilliard Horizon Elementary, Essie asked, have I ever been to a Pakistani wedding? So I think at this point in the story, a lot of you have probably gotten to the part where, excuse me, just recovering from some laryngitis, Amal got to go home for a little bit to see her family, and she got to go to a wedding, and so you got to see a little bit about what a wedding is like in Pakistan. And yes, I've been to many Pakistani weddings, and even though my wedding was here in the United States, when I got married, I had a traditional, culturally Pakistani wedding. I had a red outfit, and I had the gold jewelry, and all the cultural trappings of it. My wedding was 3 days, just like the story that in the book that you read about the wedding lasting multiple days. And so not only have I been to Pakistani weddings, I had a Pakistani wedding. And as you see in the cover of the book, the henna decorations, henna is something that brides often wear and friends of brides, as you see in the book, wear to celebrate weddings and special occasions. And so I also love to wear henna when I go to my friends' weddings, and I wore a lot of henna all the way up my arms when it was my wedding. So yes, I love Pakistani weddings. It's definitely one really fun part about my culture that I really appreciate. And And now it's time for the Skype visit. The winner of the Skype visit this week, a free Skype visit, is Tori Ulrich's class in Brandis, Marin in California. You've won a free Skype visit. Please go ahead and email me. My info is on my website, so we can set that up quickly. And like I said in video blogs past, if you don't get a chance to, I will, but it's just always a little bit faster if you see this and you message me to set it up. And the author letter visit, the author letter with 30 stickers with Amal quotes for your class. The winner of that is Jessica Goodwin's class at Hilltop Elementary in, I believe, Inver Grove Heights. So, yeah, so please get in touch with me, or I'll get in touch with you. You on the author letter for this week. And finally, this is my second to last video of the Global Read Aloud. I can't believe that we're almost at the end. The next one that I'll do is going to be my very last one. And I just want to say that even though I can't answer every single question or reply to every single person as much as I want you to know that I've been reading and seeing everything that you've been sending. It's meant so much to me. Thank you so much to you, to your teachers, to your parents, and everyone for reaching out and letting me know. Your photos of what you're doing with Amal and Bound, the samosas you're eating, the jaya you're trying, the pomegranates, everything. It makes me so happy. It really makes my day. So thank you very much for that. Thank you for listening to this video blog every week. And until next time, our very final video blog, I hope you guys have a great week, and I hope you enjoy as you finish up Amal and Bound. Until next time, bye.